after the fact. There's no confusion why and how. Women need to grow up in an environment where people are respected for being a human being. And dress doesn't matter. It's what's inside that matters. I don't respect people more or less for wearing a t-shirt versus wearing a suit. And if someone only treats you with respect based on how you dress, they're not good people. If you need a made-up God to force you to behave and do good things, you're not a good person. It doesn't matter how long it takes a survivor to come forward. It doesn't matter if their story changes or more information is released. We need to start believing people who've survived. We need to stop supporting political parties that support men who on camera admit to being vile predators. We need to stop being part of political parties and being members of political parties that support predators. The next time a Republican says we need to protect the family, I'm going to remind them who they voted for. Predators don't put on a dress to go into a female bathroom. They just go into the bathroom. And we need to stop blaming people who are responsible for less than 5% of assaults. Trans people don't assault people. Predators do. And the majority of people who prey upon people are 94% male, 53% white male. It's not trans people you should be afraid of. It's the people you elect into the D.C. political positions in the White House that you should be afraid of. And women will continue to suffer because people care more about what they see than what they feel. It doesn't matter if someone says yes 100 times. If there's one no, it's a no. You don't need two people for it to stop. You just need one person. And if they have to speak and tell you no, you need to start learning to read the room. You can tell if someone doesn't want to do something. If they're not more enthusiastic than you are to do something, you don't do it. And if they don't behave like they're so excited to get started, that's the first clue that they're not enthusiastically consenting. And if you grow up as a girl in an environment where you can't say no, where no one cares, acknowledges, or possibly erases your discomfort, they don't know how to say no. They don't believe saying no would matter. They might even think you won't understand no, even though every man understands no. Every man understands the lack of yes. In the real world, if someone doesn't say yes, it's an automatic no. And just because someone says yes doesn't mean it's yes. Especially if you grow up in an environment where your gender is always last, matters the least, your comfort doesn't exist, or it's never even addressed. You can't advocate for yourself if you don't understanding the meaning of the behavior. And just because someone knows what's going to happen doesn't mean they're in any headspace to enjoy it or process it. So you shouldn't even have to wait for a no. You can feel it. Read the room. And just because someone's coming on to you and flirting with you doesn't mean they want to go all the way. Sometimes people just want to have fun. Sometimes the chase is interesting. We need to lose terms like tease or promiscuous or SLUT or WHORE. We just need to stop talking about these kind of things unless it is to educate people. Calling a woman a tease is basically saying you're so entitled to something they're in the wrong for not giving